We call in Creator Energy to assist us in dealing with the fullness of every day and the speed with which they move. We ask to be guided and protected always, for there is a pressure and much requirement for things to be attended to. We can rest in knowing you have our backs, that we are able and capable of facing whatever comes. Sometimes more patience is required. Sometimes muscling through a difficult situation is what is necessary. Going with the flow without knowing the destination, result, or outcome can actually be freeing if we practice the phrase, let go and let God. Above all, let us express gratitude for the presence of one another as we stand firm in our I am. All of us here are here for a reason. So let us just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Cease and desist all county activity, actions, accounting, plans, procedures, and paperwork regarding the 3 properties owned by Phil Dollison, which must cease until you can prove, that is, qualify, for any further action taken against this mind, body, soul, flesh, blood, spirit, Oregon man, Phil Dollison, on the land and soil. Your understanding must be addressed to our court. We are in Article 3, 1 Supreme Court, Article 7, that is 1859, Amendment 7, Jural Civilian Common Law and Equity Court of Record, with ex parte Milligan implemented. The Article 7 original and Amendment 7 common law jury holds the authority of jura summa imperii, that is, the right of sovereignty, supreme dominion. We adhere to the laws of nature and of nature's God. Therefore, before any actions are taken, definitions are provided to be complied with. Jurisdiction. For living men and women, our jurisdiction is that of founding, or of original jurisdiction, and is of the land and soil. It includes all other jurisdictions comprised of living men and women with their progeny. In the case, however, of the existing courts, that is, civil, criminal, and appeals, the law form is that of admiralty, maritime law, and commercial law. It is here where persons are involved and must recognize that the entities dealing in these law forms are de facto, that is, illegal or illegitimate, from Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition, page 416, as in color of law. Law form. Our culture has been made to believe there is one basic law form that has been this way all our days as a democracy. It is not the common law and equity law form that was established in the beginning of our republic, that its jure form for and consisting of the people, according to the laws of nature and of nature's God, was stolen from. Since 1871, an insidious facsimile of our original Constitution is what we have been forced to endure and transitioning out of. We've abandoned this despotic control and deception, a wolf in sheep's clothing. This law form, that of admiralty or maritime law, along with its commercial law component, has worked to make the most of us as chattel and complying paupers by taxing and commercializing every possible activity of every human in existence. Our culture has been trained to rely on attorneys for every accident, woe, and twist of fate life has dished us. As in governance, it is the people who create and grant permission to take the reins of authority in our law form and that of jure, of and for the people. Only a man or woman against the state can be tried in an Article 3 court with Amendment 7 in suits in common law. All other courts offer no remedy for our people. In all other cases, only the corporation and its employed entities, aka persons, benefit from the practice of their law forms, thus leaving the man or woman no recourse but to pay the price of compliance to a venal system. Status. Our status is that of created beings, fractals of our divine creator of all that is. It is by this conscious understanding that we conduct our lives and thus have standing in common law and in concert with the laws of nature and of nature's God. You can find our treatise on why we stand on our website, www.orsja.org. It well explains the critical nature of our involvement in the processes of authority and decision-making. We oppose corrupted politics, excessive media marketing indoctrinations, deceptions, and financial infusions intended to direct policies and elections that maximize voter turnout rather than encourage and allow for intelligent discernment. Our status addresses the long-standing course of entities forcing control and manipulation of the people. We stand for the preservation of the greater whole, our community, our culture, our species, over and above single-minded, self-serving individuals or entities. Phil Dollison is a responsible 90-year-old elder, a flesh, blood, mind, body, soul, spirit man who has worked Oregon's land soil and who has lived a productive life. We will not allow nor endure the indecencies and stresses of Phil losing his home and all he has built in his lifetime to state policies of greed and mismanaged finances. Such political and fiscal policies are beyond reason, equity, and morality. Rather than chiseling away at an individual long retired for land he has nurtured and a home he has built, honor, relief, and remedy must be given in his few remaining years. This is by order of our Jural Civilian Common Law and Equity Court of Record. And there's a jurat that members signed when they delivered this instrument to Sheriff Zickler. Thank you.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying. Then he jumps out of the car. And he's got both his hands up.
And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, to shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. With his hands in the air, and I saw it. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, they shot him 3 more times.